G'day, Footprinters, Pretty here. It is Wednesday the 6th of May here in Australia. Now the things are that Trump is planning to shut down the coronavirus task force, so I thought I'd have a look at that. Ask some questions. Why is he shutting it down? But first, the first question I'm going to ask is, have the task force done all that they can actually do? Okay? So, have they done everything they can? Using my Soraya Rose to Steampunk Tarot deck here. What's on the bottom? Page of Swords. Whistleblower in the winds. So have they done all that they can? People are going to ask questions. Can they do more? I suppose. The Hierophant. Yes, there's more that they can do. So can the task force do more? Yes. Yes, they can. Queen of Swords, yes. And there's going to be questions asked as to why it's being shut down. They can do more. They've got access to institutions and resources. There's no need for them to shut down. Five of Swords. Yeah. It's an abuse of power. Trump doesn't want them to stay open. He's using it to abuse his power somehow. So he's thinking, I'll shut it down. Well, with, Jared and all that in there, he's using information from it. Trump's using information from it. And there's someone about to blow the whistle on that, and he wants it all shut up. So he thinks best thing to do is going to be to shut it down. So there's still so much more they can do. Is he shutting it down because A, he's got something to hide? I'll put that here. And B, he's sick of them taking the spotlight, and every time he goes up there and he says something, they don't really back him up and they leave him hanging out to dry. So he's sick of them stealing his spotlight, I suppose, or spoiling his image. Two of Swords. That's a maybe on both of those. So is one reason Trump's shutting it down is it to try and hide wrongdoing. That's a Chariot. That's a big yes. And what's on the bottom? The Knight of Wands, the investigator. Also, one thing of the bad side of the Knight of Wands is it's my way or the highway. You do it the way I want to, otherwise I'm not interested in you coming along with me. They're going on their own way, doing what they have to do, but they're not sending out the messages he wants them to. So if you're not going to do it the way I want you to, you're not going to do it at all. And Queen of Wands, questions are being asked. Nancy Pelosi. Yeah, remember Tony Fauci was asked to come and testify in the House, and Trump said, no. Yeah. All of a sudden, task force is being shut down. Yeah. That's a big yes there. It's because he's got stuff to hide on that one. It's the other reason that he's sick of being made to look like a fool. got to pull that Knight of Wands out, but you know, let's see if it shows up again. Is the other reason is because he's sick of being made to look like a fool. Four of Pentacles. He's got secrets. Page of Cups. Stop opening your mouth and talking about poison. On the bottom. They were both on the bottom. Secret, stop opening your mouth and talking about poison. But also, what about, they made him look like a fool. Yeah, it's like, you know, they put me out there, but they don't tell me which way to go, and I'm left out there all on my own. Sick of being made to look. Seven of Swords. He's not getting away with it, you know. I think it's part of it, but it's not the real reason. He does look like an idiot whenever he tries to helm these things. He's shoring up his defences. It's all about stuff that he's been doing stuff he shouldn't have been doing, getting away with it. Different agendas. Mostly it's what's pushed this on is, and I'll ask the question, is the House asking for Fauci to come and testify, which they have every right to do. The task force is in charge of a lot of resources and making decisions for the best. It should be for the benefit of the American people, and the Ways and Means Committee have every right to ask questions because that is their role, to ask questions about different task force and what they're doing and how they're using the resources and things. Interesting, Nancy Pelosi, she just said, when asked about the payroll cut, she said, no, that's not going to happen. But then she avoided asking, why isn't it going to happen? Why do you want to stop it? Even though whoever was questioning her asked a couple of times. So that was interesting. Okay, payroll tax cuts? Now, let's see. Is he shutting it down because of the request for Fauci to go to the House and the Senate? I think he's relying on the Senate to be good little boys and not ask hard questions. But anyway, he's shutting it down because of the Ways and Means Committee's request for Fauci to testify. That's a big yes. Page of Wands. Don't want Fauci testifying, speaking about actions, the actions of others in the task force. On the bottom, conflict. What he has to say may conflict with what they've put out there. Four of Cups. They don't want him testifying. They definitely don't want him testifying. Five of Swords. Yeah, because this is the second time the Five of Swords is abuse of power. Abuse of power. He's been using it to abuse power. Will the Senate, because he said, yes, you can go to the Senate. Will the Senate ask tough questions? I know the Democratic ones might want to, but will they be allowed to? Will the Senate ask tough questions? Three of Wands. Chicken coming home to roost. Chips coming in. The Sun. Illumination. They want answers. Ace of Wands. New questions, new investigations. You know what? Two of Cups. partnership. Is this with this partnership with the White House? Nine of Wands. That's a yes card, but no. It's I think it's going to depend on who's there. He's going to try and get a partnership going. But they're going to ask some tough questions. He thinks he might have... I think he's relying on the grip Mitch McConnell and him have had on the Senate for years. But I think some Republican senators have been slowly building up their resources, slowly reinforcing their talking to people. Yeah, I think they're going to ask some... Oh, this is the Three of Swords. This is heartbreak, betrayal. Overall, it's yes, a lot of, there's yes cards. I said, will they ask tough questions? And they will. They will. They're going to ask, all of these are yes cards. Trump is going to try and rely on the partnership he had previously to not have those tough questions asked, but those tough questions are going to be asked. Here, this is a barrier that he's not going to be able to avoid. These are all the questions that need to be answered. Betrayal. Either Trump's going to feel betrayed or the American people are going to feel betrayed. I don't think the Senate, what they asked Fauci in the Senate. I could be wrong. We are talking about a Republican-ruled Senate here. But I think there are a lot of senators now who are in, I have to save my seat. I think being stuck at home in their home offices, a lot of people may have been sending in things. Now, the last question I want to ask on this is it a mistake to shut down this task force? Not with regard to hiding things, but with regard to coronavirus. Is it a mistake to shut down the task force? Is it a mistake to shut down the task force? It's going to leave America in limbo. Oh, look at this. Look at this very nasty looking fella here. This guy, he's hanging upside down. He's at the mercy of this snake, which can just strike at any moment. Or it can either strike him and bite him and kill him, or climb up on him and squeeze him to death. I think that's an indication that, yes, it might be a mistake. Let's have a look. Four of Wands. Yeah. Yeah, the White House is making a mistake. That's the Four of Wands. The home, the White House, you can see the white building in the background. This is the White House. They're making a mistake, but they're congratulating themselves on a job well done. celebrating on a job well done, but they're making a mistake. It's too soon. Knight of Wands. This is the Knight of Wands in a different aspect of not the if you're not with me, you're against me. This is the Knight of Wands in protector mode. They need the task force to continue with investigations. They need the task force to continue to look at things in its investigative role. That's one of the roles of the Knight of Wands, is the investigator, to go in, to research, to find out information. They need the task force to do that, so they'll lose that. Yes, it's way too soon. Eight of Wands, yeah, and they're going to find out really, really quickly how big a mistake it is. Look at this. We've got these two. We've got this balloon here. And at the back of it, we've got these clouds building up and they're rolling towards covering up the whole thing. It's way too soon. It's a huge mistake. Anyway, my darlings, that is my reading on the task force being shut down. Why? And is it a mistake? It definitely is a huge mistake. So, you never know, he might change his mind, but you know, it's going to be too soon to shut it down. I know it's not till later in the month, but still, huge mistake. Anyway, my darlings, love you all very much, and I will see you at the next reading. Bye bye.